What is going on, everyone? It's your guy, Cole Jackson, back here on Road Graders, powered today by BetUS, and we are going to be talking about the Baltimore Ravens offensive line, taking a look at the dominant performance. We looked at kind of the general O-line in the run video I did the other day. I'll drop the link down below if you missed it. Talked a lot about Tyler Linderbaum in that video, so I'm not going to focus too much on Linderbaum. What I'm really going to focus on is what I think the pivotal part was: the right side of this offensive line. Daniel Faalele, Roger Rosengarten. We'll take a look at Rosengarten versus Watt. We'll take a look at what Rosengarten did in the run game. But what I want to start with and really dive into is actually what Daniel Faalele did, because his performance shocked me. You guys know I've been harsh on him, and I fully admit that. My approach to this is I try not to take broad stroke takes. I try not to say, he's bad, he'll never be good, that sort of thing, because sometimes the light turns on, sometimes guys stack good games, and really that's what success is in the NFL as a player. It's being consistently solid, and that's what Faalele has struggled with. We've seen a couple flashes. Hit a really good game against Dallas. I did a video on it earlier in the year, and then he struggled lately, and I focused on that. So it's just one of those things where when he has a good performance, I want to show you guys, because the potential's there, but it's just getting it consistently going that he struggled with in his young career. I mean, this is his first year at guard. He's clearly found a home away from tackle, which has been a better fit. So before we dive into it, though, lines up ready to go for this weekend over at BetUS. And you can get in on the action by going over and using promo code YouTube150. You'll get 150% sign up bonus, get 125% on your next two deposits. Go over there, use promo code YouTube150, get in on the action. So let's get into the film, and let's start with Faalele before we take a look at Rosengarten. And again, just so much. The funny thing is, if you guys follow my videos weekly, there's a lot of things that Faalele did well that I constantly critique when I watch him. So I thought that was just kind of fun, because if you guys have followed along throughout the season, you'll kind of be able to grasp on some of the things that we're seeing here that I'm pretty impressed with, that are things that I complained about. So, I mean, like I said, major kudos to him. So start here with Faalele. We'll look at some run plays and some pass plays, switch her over to Roger Rosengarten. Let's get into it. So we're going to start here. Really solid player here on the option concept. So you're going to get the zone read, and this was the approach that the Steelers chose. I talked about this in the run game video. You see Watt coming downhill, trying to get to the start. Watt coming downhill and chasing Hill, and leaving Lamar open. And this was something they did consistently, and Lamar is able to take off there with some space. They were basically using what's known as a scrape and fill. So they're going to scrape their edge player down, get a linebacker to come and fill. And the Ravens just did a really good job against those fill players. When you get, like here, Peyton Wilson gets caught up with the motion to Hill. So you see him at the start of the frame here. He's beside Patrick Queen in the second level. So as he comes back, nobody scrapes over nobody goes over to fill in while TJ Watt scrapes down. But taking a look here at Faalele, really good leverage creation here. So you're going to see right here, he's going to get right up into the shoulder pads, and we see that big white mid of his right up there. Ideally, we'd like to see him power through that, but it shows Hill getting tackled because TJ Watt scraped down on him. That's why I was kind of focusing on the play design, because if Hill kept this, if TJ Watt stayed home and Lamar handed it off, I think he would have had a nice little gap here with the leverage created by Rosengarten. You're going to see Rosengarten pull in right here. You can see Faalele. It's basically a trap concept over there that they've built in, where Faalele is going to down block and Rosengarten's going to pull, and then you're going to get Rosengarten getting into the linebacker. But Faalele does his job, creates that separation. Loved seeing him get up there quick. He was quick off the ball. It's something I constantly complain about, him being slow off the ball. Did it really well in this game. Good leverage creation. Just want to see him finish that block when he gets that up into the armpit, just driving and trying to finish. That's really kind of that last missing step from things that I saw in this game. Keep going here. You're going to see them go zone left, and he's going to pass off and then get right into the second level. Patrick Queen, what a weird play. So one of the things I constantly critique is he's going to work a deuce block here with Rosengarten. So he's got to take a hard left step with his left foot. He's got a 2 eye tech right in front of him, kind of in the B gap. So they're going to squeeze that double team. 77 and 70 are going to squeeze that double team. And Rosengarten's job is to overtake the inside shoulder, so into the left, of that defensive tackle. Faalele is going to pass off with his right hand and get into the second level. And you can see right here, again, quick off the ball. Rosengarten gets over there quickly, and Faalele uses that right hand to push off and pass off. That's something that I thought he's done very poorly this year. And you can see right here from the freeze frame, he's pushing off and his eyes are straight up on Patrick Queen the whole time. If you look at where his head is, his head, as soon as he takes that left step, never leaves number 6 on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Watch. Heads up, and he's staring at him. Now, what Patrick Queen does so weird here, and he must fall for Lamar's fake to the right, because he gives that ball and Lamar does run. But watch Queen. Queen's going to fill the gap right here. He's in the A gap, and yet he flows to the outside of Faalele. So Faalele just turns in. And Faalele does his job. That's his man. That's why his eyes go up. And as soon as he sees Queen start to bite inside, he just gets out there and walls off. Doesn't do too much. That's his guy. He shouldn't be. I know. I remember someone posted this on Twitter and said he should have climbed to the third level. Disagree. Patrick Queen's his guy on this play. You're trying to get Derrick Henry into the third level. If he leaves him, that's just going to be a chase down tackle. Well, maybe not because of how bad Patrick Queen played, but you guys know what I mean. That was his man, executed perfectly. Good pass off block with his right hand. Moving into that second level. Keep moving here. We're going to see, I believe, the same thing. Yep, there's that pass off. You can see that right hand come up. Once again, he's going to pop, pass up, and you see, again, those eyes right on that linebacker, right on Peyton Wilson. He gets out there, and he does fall here, but he only falls because Keanu Benton crosses Roger Rosengarten's face, and you can see right there gets into his hip. It's the only reason he fell. So, really solid block. Again, quick off the ball, right hand pushing off, third getting into the second level, locating, eyes on his guy, getting into him. Impressive stuff here. Stuff that we've complained about. We're seeing Faalele do well. Here, another one. Look at that. So right here, you're going to see, we can kind of look at both Rosengarten and Faalele on one play, but they're going outside zone right. And you're going to see right here, TJ Watt's going to cut inside and try to beat Rosengarten outside. He's taking a hard scoop step. He's going out to his right. This is outside zone right. It's going off Roger Rosengarten's outside butt cheek. So TJ Watt coming in, Roger Rosengarten recovers, does just enough. But you can see right here, this climb by Faalele, again, very athletic. Pushes off. There's that left hand pushing off. Heads up, located right here in the second level, which is number 25, the DB coming up. And look at Roger Rosengarten working around. Much better. Much, much better. Now we're going to get out again, and he's going to bury 99. So we're going outside zone again. So he's got a 6-eye right inside the crotch of Roger Rosengarten. That's where he's got to get. So he wants to get over there, take over. So he wants to use that right hand, get to the outside of number 99, which is across from Rosengarten, and then allow Rosengarten to get into the second level. So right there, you see how fast he crossed his face? That's that type of athleticism we just weren't seeing right there. His head's already across in the right leverage position. And look at Roger Rosengarten releasing into the second level. Exactly what we want to see. And now, what I've wanted to see from Daniel Faalele all year, watch him finish this block. Puts him into the dirt, using that strength, using that girth of just the natural size of his body, gets him into the ground, finishes his block. But that athleticism, that first step, things that I've been complaining about for weeks, finally seeing, and you're seeing the results. There's potential in this player. Again, consistent application. Keep rocking here. Nice clear out block. Much more physical. Really huge block on this. So this is obviously going to be the keeper. Elgin Roberts pulls himself out. You see Linderbaum releasing into Patrick Queen, which is great. But because Faalele pushes down so hard to his right, there's no other player to come in and make a play on this. So Faalele completely clears his guy out. You can see right there, he's washing him. So he's going to wash his guy out. Henry's going to cut inside, and that gives that inside lane. If Faalele didn't finish that block. If he kind of just got in there and stalwarted it, he may have been able to get contact, slow down Henry. Instead, Henry's off for a 48-yard touchdown. Exactly what we want to see. Now we get into some of his pass steps, and it's kind of what I was expecting from him. Faalele gets his hands on you, and he gets his hands on you quick. He's so big. He's so long. It's hard to get around him. And so you're going to see right here. See those hands shoot? That's what he needs to do consistently. Get those hands on his guy, because right there, he's got that grip strength that it's just hard. And you see his feet firing. Again, right here. Hands on, feet firing. Look. You can't get off of him. Once he grips you, we'll go back and play both plays. Once he grips you, you cannot get off that block. It's like being in hell. There's Isaiah Likely making a big play. Get out, hands on. And there's that length that acts as his margin for error. So he's going to initially throw a pretty poor punch right here. See right there. Defender's going to swipe his hands. Faalele's hands come off. But there, he's able to recover. And his feet are moving constantly. Moved his feet really well in this game in pass pro. See a good one here against Queen. Right there, working inside, collapsing. And he actually is the one that collapsed. So watch Faalele. He collapses on Queen. Again, he doesn't get lazy in his block. So as he's going to come, he's going to continue to find work. Look at him, hit on Queen. And because he hits Queen, that's what clears Lamar Jackson for a 20-yard scramble. That's what, like, there's been so many times this year where I just felt he was giving up on plays early or not finishing, and it was leaving plays on the field. And then in this game, go back to that 48-yard Derrick Henry touchdown. He kind of continues that block. He doesn't stagnate, clears him out, creates that cutback lane, right, for Henry to get back inside. Obviously, Linderbaum working down on Patrick Queen was huge too. But on that play, he could have just popped Queen. Queen goes to the left side of the line, right? Rep over. My side's clear. I'm good. He goes in. He hits him again. That knocks him back and releases Lamar Jackson, because without that, Patrick Queen's probably Patrick Queen probably not. But Patrick Queen has an opportunity to chase down tackle instead. Lamar Jackson gone for 20 yards. So there's 68 yards rushing and a touchdown attributed to Daniel Faalele just simply finishing his block. Love to see it. Moving here, and there's that grip strength. I believe this is against a linebacker. Yeah, it's against Roberts, but still, nonetheless, he's going to pick it up. Feet. Look at those feet. Look at those feet. Look at those feet. He is going to just churn his feet. Look at that. What in the world got into Faalele? Absolutely unreal. And again, stays in front of Roberts the whole time. Walls off. And honestly, the whole O-line creates this pocket. It collapses originally, but then they do a really good job of reforming it. You see right there. It's a funny looking pocket, but nobody's collapsed inside of it. You can still see the back of purple jerseys between white jerseys and Lamar Jackson. Lamar's got to navigate it, and then it opens right back up here. Lamar's got to step up. Justice Hill releases. Funny thing is, I don't think Justice Hill had a release on that route. I think he was in pass pro, but because that play went on for so long, Hill just trying to give him some sort of outlet. That's why nobody's on him. But the pocket staying intact, Faalele, Rosengarten, the rest of the line too. Maintaining that pocket allows Hill to slip out, Lamar to step up and get that ball out. More Faalele here, getting out. Again, look at that grip strength. Really, really solid. Getting out a little bit of space. See, defender goes for a ghost hand swipe. Tries to swipe his hands off of him. I went back too far. Just a sec. Back to the next play. Watch, the player's going to come up. You see right there, he tries to throw that ghost hand. Faalele just walls him off outside. Nicely formed pocket. Another one here. Really like this one because you're going to see the awareness against something I've complained about. So he's going to get his face crossed. Faalele is going to push off. So he's going to push off to his left. Expect that he's clearly got a communication going with Linderbaum because Linderbaum is going to actually pick this up. So he's going to push off to his left and then bring his hands in and punch back out to his right to the delayed blitz from the linebacker. Him and Hill take care of it. Ball out. So really impressive stuff from Daniel Faalele on this. I hit probably his best game. I'll say his best game as an NFL player at any position. That's how good I felt about it. Still room for improvement. And the number one thing being, it's got to do it consistently. Like until that happens, it just kind of is what it is at this point. I promise you guys I'm not trying to crap on him. Where was this player all year? It just drives me nuts. I think some of these things are so easily fixable. Get off the ball quick, pass off your block, use that backhand to pass it off. Use your athleticism. He's got athleticism for a guy his size. He just doesn't use it consistently. It drives me nuts. Okay, Roger Rosengarten. Start in pass pro, I believe. Here we're going to get him out. There's that quick set. Get out there, shoot hands. Money. That's Roger Rosengarten's strength. That quickness off the ball. Obviously, played against TJ Watt a ton. We saw him own him in the matchup earlier. Got a lot of help again. Obviously, this is a game where the Ravens played heavy. They played 2 tight end sets a ton. Used Ricard a ton. I think Ricard played 34 snaps. They chipped TJ Watt. Any team going into a playoff game is going to have some attention dedicated to TJ Watt. The big thing, though, and the takeaway is when Roger Rosengarten was one-on-one with TJ Watt, he held his own. And so here you're going to see it. So we're going to get out in pass pro. TJ Watt's going to try and run through his anchor, and Lamar stands in there tall, creates enough space, huge completion to Likely. So you're going to see right here, TJ Watt's going to try and do that speed to power conversion. This is what everyone feared about with Roger Rosengarten. That anchor will be able to take the elite NFL defenders when they can convert speed to power. And here it is. Takes two brace steps. And you see right there, Lamar's sitting in that pocket, chilling. Plenty of time, gets that ball out to Likely, completely owns him. Now you're going to see Watt try and come inside on the spin move. Rosengarten throws that stop sign out, that inside hand. So as the spin comes, see right there, Roger Rosengarten's going to see it. He's got to use that left foot. We always talk about working on a diagonal plane, right? So that's his left foot. That's his right foot. Right foot's always going to be back, diagonal plane. Once he takes a step, he goes right, diagonal, diagonal, diagonal. As soon as he crosses in, he doesn't want this left foot to drop behind the right foot, right? So there's that left foot. We don't want that to drop behind. Can come in to be parallel, but we got to cut off. So he's got to stop. That inside foot, that left foot of Roger Rosengarten, right there. And you can see using the 5-yard line there, that foot never drops behind his right foot. And that's what is able to, that's him throwing up that stop sign on an inside move. Beautiful, beautiful pass pro, taking on that spin move. Here you're going to see where, in my opinion, some of these chips, so Mark Andrews right here off the snap, Mark Andrews is going to kick out Watt. See Roger Rosengarten's out. His eyes are obviously on Watt. He's getting the chip. Because he's so focused on that chip, and because the chip forces Watt out wider, he's not going to be able to see the pick come. So you're going to see Herbig come in, cross his face, and he's setting a pick for Watt. And I seriously think these chips are starting to hurt him a little bit, because you can see Mark Andrews isn't aligned in line, right? He's about another full gap over. TJ Watt's in like, I mean, I guess you call it a wide 9. He's like in a wide 10, but he's wide. He's on the other hash, like creating a lot of space. And so that's getting Roger Rosengarten out in space, taking 3 kick steps deep. And so he's going to get short cornered right here. And that's not great, but I seriously think it's because they're giving too wide of chip help. I think it's got to disrupt his pass steps a little bit. Here you're going to see probably one of the nicest moves. This is going to be on that play where he steps into Hill. And I just thought, what a phenomenal job. This is it. This is that one-on-one with TJ Watt. This is Roger Rosengarten as a pro. Look how athletic he's out of his stance. That's what they say. Get out of your stance, get out quick. He's out comfortably into a kick step. See right there, squaring up. He shoots his hands. We talk all the time about TJ Watt. He wants to dip, rip with that right hand, and as he rips, he wants to turn that corner. And so here he tries to, and Roger Rosengarten right there walls him out the back of the pocket. Now, if Lamar could have got the ball out a little bit quicker, this would have looked a lot cleaner. But because of Roger Rosengarten's athleticism, he's able to just wall him off the whole time. He turns back inside to see what's going on, and then he's got to improvise a little bit. That's kind of after the fact, but he walled off TJ Watt that entire time. Absolutely phenomenal. That right there, that's the rep that should get you pumped. That's the rep that's going to make Roger Rosengarten. And I seriously think he's got all pro potential. That's how good his pass protection is. Once his run blocking comes a little bit further, I think he's got that potential as a right tackle that type of rep, that type of athleticism and pass protection, that's what's going to get him there. A little bit more strength, a little better run blocking. We'll get there. And here you see him picking up that stunt, clean as money, get that check down, first down Ravens. Now we get into some of his run blocking. Thought he did a phenomenal job on the backside. Take a look at 3 plays. Watch him wash down. So he's got a 3 tech to his inside. They're going zone left. So he's got to wash down. Look how athletically he gets there. Cleans out that entire left side, opens that cutback lane that Derrick Henry loves to hit. Opens that up just by smashing down that line. Here we're going to see it again. He's going to get to the inside and wall off. So he gets over there, turns inside, creates that seam for Derrick Henry. Just that athleticism. That's what he needs to do in the run game. Be athletic, get to his spot, turn bodies. Up and all the way back. I think we got one more in the bag here, maybe 2. We just look at this one. Nope, there's another one. Washing out the backside. They want to run to their left because that's where, they're using Ronnie Stanley so well. Linderbaum doing well to his left, but there's Roger Rosengarten. Look at him wash out that to the right, opens up that cutback lane again. Derrick Henry hit that cutback lane so many times when he was a Tennessee Titan. Loves to hit it, loves to use wide zone and then cut back, and he needs his backside, right guard, right tackle, to be able to clean down on blocks, create those cutback lanes. Rosengarten's doing it at a very high level. Now we're going to see him get out in space. And then once again, it's not about him driving. He's not a road grader yet. But here he gets out. So he's got to cross the face of this wide tech that he's got. There he goes. And then again, just turns in. It's not about driving him. It's not about finishing him into the ground. It's about creating these athletic blocks that create seams. And there's Derrick Henry hitting the seam created by Roger Rosengarten's athleticism. So that's what I saw from the right side of this offensive line. To me, this was one of the main reasons the O-line played so well. Obviously, Tyler Linderbaum, run blocking at an elite level. Good pass pro elsewhere as well. Good game plan too, obviously from Todd Monken. But that's what I saw. So drop that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about Daniel Faalele. I want to hear some of your opinions. And thank you to BetUS for powering this video.